Does more of a police protection come out of your take, or is the management here to accept responsibility for paying that?
I don't know who pays.
Not really sure.
Don't.
Last place we played at, it was the management of the place. I don't. Maybe the same.
So, you know,
now.
we just tour. We don't do all that.
You missed them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we can't get in a place, we can't go, can we? That's the promoters worry.
Before you go home.
About 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks for you.
What is the best group of teenagers well-behaved you've ever had?
I don't know. They're about the same all over the world. You know, I think so. Just got different accents.
What city you had your worst time in?
City.
Yes.
I don't know, because, you know, things that some people think are the worst time, we think are the best, you know. But I can't remember a worst time.
The various places you've been. Can you think of one in particular that was worse than the other?
No, you know, not.
We've not been really roughed at all, you know.
Biggest
crowd was Liverpool. Liverpool.
How many?
I don't know.
How many?
A lot, you
Just
know.
more than the other.
Sydney.
Oh, well.
I don't know, but there was a lot in Liverpool.
How long did it take you to make your movie?
8 weeks ago.
Yes.
They were trying to make it in 3, but we argued.
Good, you know.
How's it showing, where it's showing, you know?
It's doing well. It's breaking records, I've heard. I don't want to brag.
George, is
Yeah.
it true that some of your birthday mail went in the fire and you didn't even see it?
No, untrue. Well, I think so. Actually, it was.
I don't think that was the rumour anyway, you know.
The
The
rumour was it
rumour
went in the bin. By the time it gets
because
over here, it's on fire.
some people found some mail, and I think it was about 2 letters out of thousands, you know, which had been unopened, and they'd been sent to the fan club, and the fan club was supposed to open them, read them, and answer them. And there were about 2 that they'd forgotten to open, so this was a great big scandal, you know. It was just a slip-up.
Excuse us.
We joined the Beatles 2 years later in Seattle, Washington. The date is August 27th, 1966. Another city and another press conference. It's 8 p.m. 15,000 fans are filing in for the night performance in the Seattle Coliseum. Meanwhile, the press is again talking with the Beatles. Leading up to B-Day, rumors had abounded that Paul McCartney was going to marry longtime girlfriend Jane Asher, sister of Peter Asher from the singing team of Peter and Gordon. And they turned out to be just that, rumors.
Okay, can we have the first question, please?
John, could you please tell me something about your new movie, How to Win the War?
Pardon?
Will you tell us something about your new
movie?
Oh, I don't know anything about it except for I'm in it, and it's about the last World War.
I'd like to address a question to Paul McCartney. Would you confirm or deny the report of your marriage to Jane Asher in Seattle this evening?
Tonight, yeah.
What time and where?
Tonight, I can't tell you that now, can I? I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you. That's a secret. We don't know people there, do we?
You are confirming the report?
No, I'm not really. It was just a joke. It's who started this? Anyone know? Does anyone know? I just got in today and found out I was getting married tonight. No, she is not coming in tonight, as far as I know. And if she does, we are going out tonight anyway, so we'll miss her.
I'd like to address this to any of the Beatles. Do you believe that you represent a different type of morality or a new type of morality than, say, a group like the Rolling Stones or the protest group?
Are they a protest group? Since when?
No, or the protest group.
Or a protest.
Ah.
No, we don't. We don't represent anything like that. It's the Circle that do that. They're the protest. Turn Down Day. I mean, you've heard that one, haven't you?
I'd like to
Folk
ask
song.
John Lennon a question, and I hope I get a chance to ask him a second one. This is sort of double-barreled. I'd like to know your motivation in this. Money, I'd like to think it's enjoyment, and I'd like to think you're having as much fun as you seem to be when you're doing it.
Well, when I look as though I'm having fun, I am. You know, when I'm not usually. So
Do I get another chance? One more chance? I had this little prediction, and in 25 years you're going to be a great writer. I'd like to talk to you about it sometime.
Well, I mean,
Too
I've
many
seen you in
chances.
25 years then.
I'll make a date.
Okay.
See you, Penny Lane. We'd like to address this question to anybody in the group. What about the next movie? There are a lot of stories. Nothing's confirmed. Has there been anything decided?
Nothing.
Somebody gave us a good idea, so we told him to go and write it into a script. So we won't really be able to tell if we're going to make the film till we've read the script. And as he hasn't finished the script, we haven't read the script, so we won't know yet until about Christmas maybe. But if it is a good one and we like it, it'll probably start around about January or February or March or December.
I've got 3 questions if I can. For one, do you think that your music, the audience that your music attracts, has changed from, say, the 13 and 14-year-old group to more the college age? And if so, do you like it better that way?
I think he's probably got a bit older. I don't know how old, and it's nice.
Did you intend it that way?
No, we don't intend anything, you know. That's the trouble.
And also, Paul, since your rumors were denied, since you denied them, what are you doing after the show?
I don't know, marrying you probably.
How is the attendance on this tour compared to past American tours?
It's apparently been more people at the shows than there were last time.
Do you think that the so-called adverse publicity hurt or helped in this?
We've no idea, you know. We haven't been able to tell really, because the press keeps saying, I see it's hurt you, and our managers keep saying it hasn't. So, who do we believe?
John and Paul, I'd like to know if all the songs that are said to be written by Lennon and McCartney are always written by both of you, or do you ever do one all by yourself?
No, we do them separately and together.
Your music used to be mostly composed of guitar backgrounds, and recently you've come around to strings and harpsichords and a lot of weird things like that. Is there any purpose in this evolution?
Yeah, no. Just to use something else besides guitars.
And because those things aren't it's not necessarily sort of coming round to them, like sort of giving into them. It's finding them again.
As program director of radio station C-Fun in Vancouver, I had assigned one of my DJs to cover this 1966 press conference in Seattle. I selected a giant of a man called John Tanner, who stood 6 foot and then some in his stocking feet. Now, during those C-Fun days, we referred to him on the air as Jolly John. For this particular press conference, he dressed his tall frame in a jolly green giant costume, complete with Robin Hood booties. Imagine, if you will, the Beatles' reaction to this strange, looming figure.
I don't know if there's a jolly green giant in England, fellows, but I come with good wishes from Vancouver in Canada. You played there a short while ago, and we were wondering whether all the fans there had a number of questions for me to ask you. One, are you coming back to Vancouver?
Maybe. Brian decides where we go, so maybe.
All the people in Vancouver wanted to wish John a happy 4th anniversary a few days ago, John.
Well, you thank him, Jolly Green Giant.
And a question, George, where do you get your sitars? A friend of mine plays guitar. He wants to play a sitar as well as
where
you
do I get them, or where do
you
people
get
generally get them?
Where can people generally get a sitar?
India.
In India. I hear that you're the world's greatest sitar player. One word for Ringo. Ringo, I like to wish people happy birthdays. My birthday and your fan club president in Vancouver is on August the 4th, which is Maureen's birthday. We just, like to tell you that we have a big cake for Maureen. And, of course, the Queen Mother's birthday is on that day also. Yeah. Thank you.
Paul, before you said that there are some songs you have to write. Could you explain what you mean by have to write?
No, I just said that in passing. I just meant that there was an LP due, and when an LP is due, we write songs. We do it like that more than write all the time. We don't write all the time. We write more to order. If we've got 14 tracks to fill, and we've got 14 songs to write, that's what I meant.
Seattle, Washington, 1966. That night, the Beatles went out to the acclaim of 15,000 frantic fans. These were really the innocent years for the Beatles. They were just about to leap into a new phase of their careers. The late 60s were years of revolution and turmoil, and the Beatles certainly were in the vanguard of the new wave. Some would say that the new dimensions they added to popular music were their most important contributions to musical history. But upon listening to those earlier years, the fun and the energy, those are moments that will be remembered with fondness for the generation that lived through those times. On this album, we've tried to present the best of the Beatles, their quick and witty repartee. The story of the Beatles is best told by displaying them in action. The Marx Brothers were unique, and so were the Beatles.